That's fucking amazing. Rip! Boss Key Productions recently announced that they are no longer actively enhancing Lawbreakers, and instead they've released an 80s game show themed battle royale game called Radical Heights. So in other words, after Lawbreakers failed miserably due to being released in an oversaturated hero shooter market, they're trying Radical Heights in an oversaturated battle royale market. Bold strategy there, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them. Oh, and to really come full circle here, after numerous alphas and betas and tech tests and demos of Lawbreakers in the year leading up to its launch, Radical Heights is labeled as extreme early access, and the Twitter feed even encourages players to embrace the jank. Bitch, what? As it stands, most of the community isn't playing along with that, as the trailer has 3 times more dislikes than likes as of now. I'm sort of perplexed as to why Boss Key would release a game in this state, where the map is sort of untextured, the game's optimization means the game sometimes runs worse than a horse and buggy on an interstate highway, and there's more bugs than Taylor Swift's crotch. Oh god, oh god, you hate to see it happen. Just stay there.
What is happening?
I'm stuck.
No, it's just stuck in a bush. Can you prone? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, no! The cynic in me says that it's because they're already offering premium currency if you want to play dress up in your shooter game so that they can actually fund some projects, but the benefit of the doubt person in me says they did it before the battle royale genre got too tired, in the same way that the hero shooter genre had been done for years prior to the release of Lawbreakers. We've only gotten sort of inundated with battle royale games instead of full-on deluged. Even still, why the fuck would anyone, especially people that actually paid for Lawbreakers, and full disclosure, I'm not one of them, but I certainly would have if reception amongst my friends would have been more positive, as I actually liked that game. Anyways, why would people trust a company that literally took their money and ran without trying to help their game by even going free to play that would have resurrected the game for a bit like Battleborn did?
He just jumped out of fucking window!
I saw that. Oh, he's got a gun! This motherfucker's got a gun! Rant aside, how does this game play, and what would make me want to play this game over the current Battle Royale games already available? It plays like H1Z1 in terms of the arcadey, fast-paced action feel, but with much more looting depth that fills out the mid and end game. If you're the type of person that likes Fortnite but hates the building and wants more looting potential, then this is the game you should probably give a try. What separates this game from others is the game show-esque feel to the match. Unlike the 1 or 2 random loot drops in other games, there is interactive shit on the map everywhere here. After dropping into the map with a thunderous thud, weapons and gear are more sparse than other battle royale games, but you can collect cash and prizes so that you could purchase weapons and gear at vending machines similar to what Fortnite has recently introduced with their resources. But just like a Billy Mays commercial, there's more. Another twist with having ATM locations that don't behave like they do in the trailer, hashtag false advertising, allow you to deposit the cash that you've earned during the game and withdraw from your own personal reserve, which is ubiquitous across games, meaning if you're in the last circle and need to get some sick gear for the final showdown, you can take money out of the ATM you've accumulated over the course of several games in order to purchase shit to get yourself decked out. In addition, there's all sorts of events that go on during the course of the match in order to entice people to certain locations for shootouts, like cash drops, aka zones that drop money instead of bombs, prize wheels that you could spin for crazy upgrades, gift boxes that you could open containing tons of various beepity bops, bike races to net you some sweet shit, and let's make a deal-esque mystery doors, which you could stand on for a period of time before revealing prizes behind it, but be careful for others trying to run up on you while doing so. So in this game, more than others, I find sound to be extremely important. Whenever you're doing one of those events, there's always some sort of sound cue involved when opening gift boxes, or waiting for the mystery door to open, or spinning the prize wheel, so it forces more action since it's almost like ringing a Pavlov dinner bell. That is, when the stupid fucking announcer guy in the crowd aren't littering your ear hole with useless nonsense. With so many landmarks forcing action into certain spots, the game also starts off the first zone by locking out random squares on the grid grid, such that the first drop zone is actually smaller than it normally seems, and instead of a circle closing in, random squares are locked off on the grid, similar to the Darwin Project, so being at the quote center is hard to predict. Thus, the game is much faster paced than most Battle Royale games. The only real pacing issue I have is with the last circle, as you can see here sped up. It gets all dramatic and shit, but moves in so slowly that it kind of kills the intense mood that you feel and turns into a camp fest with somebody hiding in a bush, winning a game of chicken in an otherwise fast-paced experience. Gunfights have a fast time to kill as well, making the battles less like the long drawn-out standoffs on PUBG or Fortnite, but there is also a roll mechanic as well as ADS and first person for all weapons that ups the skill level involved. They take the Fortnite approach to weapons as there are 4 different tiers of rarity for each items, and the rarities have both altered attributes like more damage or better fire rate, and may have additional attachments like better scope or extended magazines. Higher the rarity, more money to buy them from the vending machine, and there's also an incentive to win engagements, as your character starts off with 1 weapon and 1 gear slot, but you could earn up to 3 each with every kill that you get. Some of the gear includes things that will make noise to distract your enemies, and as I stated earlier, sound is pretty important, as well as a staple of 80s cinema, the Royale with cheeseburger that you can consume in order to get adrenaline. Here's how I used it. This guy is shooting at me from a distance, but I only have a shotgun and I'm a really long way away from him. I go behind this building, eat my McDouble, toss that shit on the grill, and it gives me a speed boost along with extra shield damage, allowing me to run from tree to tree all nimbly bimbly here, and finally sneaking around up on him to bap him in the face with a shotgun. Bitch. This game looks like it belongs alongside Perfect Dark and GoldenEye 64 with its various polygons and pixelated font, but your character actually looks very modern. I don't really quite understand this discord in mixing styles here. If you're going full on 80s theme, then go all the way. It just makes it look like somebody used assets from the Unreal Engine and just threw them together haphazardly. And of course, in a game that's in early alpha, there's bad optimization, as I normally get between 40 and 70 FPS while playing this game. That's even worse than PUBG, along with a few bugs like this one here where I guess I killed a guy that was disconnected from the server, yet he's still running in place in the actual game, and even after I kill him, you could still hear the running footsteps for a few seconds. Connection has been hit or miss, as it feels mostly fine, but there's definitely some lag going on in this clip here as I'm spectating knots, as well as having duos having an issue, where both players on your team can go in the down but not out state instead of having your team all die at once when the last person is eventually killed. When PUBG has had over a year to iron out its issues and Fortnite runs really smooth because there's more developers working on that project than presumably people trying to get clean water around to countries all over the world, then why the fuck would anyone subject themselves to the growing pains of a new Battle Royale game all over again? It's not like this game offers a ton that even H1Z1 King of the Kill, a game which has been in decline for months now, doesn't already give as an experience to people wanting a more arcadey Battle Royale game. While this game can be fun, I just don't understand why a company that had a really good game in Lawbreakers destroyed by the market climate deciding to release a project in this state at this time in the gaming world. Sure, it's free to try and you want us to quote, embrace the jank, but we've already done so for games that either offer much more or are much better and deeper experiences, begging the question, why should we waste our time given the track record of your previous title? This might be a passion project for the development team, but market leaders lead, they don't follow. When you have a game that looks stylistically like Fortnite with the cartoony characters and bright colors, yet can't hold a candle to that game in terms of polish, then you might as well not even bother doing it at all. It's the same thing that I tell people that spam their YouTube channels in my stream looking for feedback. If you're not doing it as good as or better than what's already out there, then there's no point in even fucking doing it. Raise the bar, don't chase the bar. The game is worth a shot to switch up from the same old BR playing all the time, so this way you don't get burnt out on it. But however, it's not going to replace what's already out there. What do you guys think? I've been the Schwantz27, out like attorney-client privilege. Only if you're an idiot. Until next time.